YouTube, this is Rob from Rob's Custom Creations. Today I'm going to talk about the steps I took to become an Army interrogator. Yes, YouTube. During my 14-year military career, I was an interrogator for military intelligence. So what exactly does that mean? What exactly is an interrogator? When I went through the interrogator course, it was in the 1990s. Back then, our MOS designator was 97 Echo, and we had language trailers. For example, one of my languages was Spanish, so my MOS designator was 97 Echo QB. In the early 2000s, the Army Interrogator MOS identifier was changed to 35 Mike, which is Human Intelligence Collector, dropping the language trailer along with the language trailer requirement. You can see this change on my two DD214s that I have provided in this video. Interrogators screen human intelligence sources and documents for priority information, conduct liaison meetings, interviews, and interrogations during time of conflict. We also screen human intelligence sources that are designated government detainees during times of conflict and during peacetime missions. Interrogators supervise and conduct interrogations and debriefings in English and foreign languages, prepares and edits tactical interrogation reports and intelligence information reports, also known as IIRs. Interrogators translate and exploit captured enemy documents and open source foreign language publications. Interrogators conduct liaisons in foreign languages with host nation agencies. Interrogators assess and interrogate enemy prisoners of war, enemy deserters, and civilian detainees from enemy areas to obtain information for military intelligence. In other words, 97 Echoes, or later known as 35 Mikes, conduct interrogations of enemy prisoners of war or civilian detainees to collect information on enemy intentions, compositions, and dispositions on high-level proceedings. In my line of work as an interrogator, I was also responsible for evaluating enemy's multidisciplinary gathering to detect, counteract, and prevent hostile intelligence collection, subversion, and sabotage. In this video, I have provided copies of several documents whiting out my sensitive information, of course, to show the different orders I received during my periods of training and showing exactly what units I was assigned to. The training was divided into two different phases. The very first step I had to take to become an interrogator was to take the DLAB, which stands for the Defense Language Aptitude Battery. The DLAB is a test used by the Department of Defense to test an individual's ability to learn a foreign language. 97 Echoes were required to take this exam during my period of training. The test consisted of several audio sections and one visual section. The minimum score to pass the DLAB was a score of 96 or better. In layman's terms, the DLAB is a test consisting of a made-up language or a language that does not exist. and you have a set time limit to learn that language. At the end of the learning sections, you are given a multiple choice test in which your minimum score had to be a 96 or better. If you succeeded in passing, like I did, you are offered a selection of intelligence MOSs as long as your ASVAB ST score was 95 or better. Phase 1, which was the second step I had to take to become an interrogator, consisted of attending a 57-week accelerated Russian language course at DLI/FLC, the Defense Language Institute Foreign Language Center at Presidio of Monterey, California. The language trainer designator for the Russian language is RU. DLI/FLC is the Department of Defense's educational and research institution of two separate entities which provide linguistic and cultural instruction to proponents of the Department of Defense, other federal agencies, and various other clients worldwide. This is where the Security Clearance Questionnaire, SF-86, was initiated for investigation and approval. Language training at DLI/FLC was intense. Language classes started at 0800 hours and lasted until 1600 hours, Monday through Friday. Daily assignments were given that consisted of several textbooks, writing assignments, and cassette listening tapes. Yes, I said cassette listening tapes. Woohoo! Language classes also consisted of speaking the learned language in front of class and instructors, and several exams. Graduating the language course consisted of DLPTing in your assigned target language, also known as the Defense Language Proficiency Test, and scoring no less than a 2/2 in reading and listening, and a 2 in speaking as well. The DLPT is also a language test that the Department of Defense uses to compensate language-dependent MOSs with flip pay, which is foreign language proficiency pay. For example, a 3/3 level proficient examinee would earn an extra $500 per month on top of their military pay. So, in the military, languages literally do pay. Phase 2, which was the third step I had to take to become an interrogator, consisted of training at Fort Huachuca. I was assigned to Interrogator Class 241-97E10. The training consisted of preparing intelligence reports, analyzing different examples of enemy documents, exploiting different examples of enemy documents, analyzing and learning intelligence interrogation approaches as outlined in FM 34-52 and the Geneva Conventions, analyzing and preparing maps and charts, preparing intelligence reports, spending time in what we call interrogation booths, and using classified computer systems and terminals to submit IIRs and PIRs. The interrogator course had a 60% failure rate. In a class of 80, only 18 of us, including myself, walked the stage and graduated as an Army qualified interrogator. After completing the interrogator course at Fort Huachuca and receiving confirmation that my security clearance was approved, I received orders to Fort Irwin, California, 11th ACR, the 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment, Heart of the Black Horse, HUA, 511th Military Intelligence Company. The military intelligence insignia consists of a dagger point up, a heralding sun all in gold charged with an oriented blue rose. The dagger symbolizes the aggressive and protective requirements and the element of physical danger inherent in the intelligence mission. The sun, composed of 4 straight and 4 wavy alternating rays, is a symbol of Helios. The 4 straight rays of the sun symbolize the 4 points of the compass and the worldwide mission of the military intelligence branch. The oriented blue rose symbolizes an ancient symbol of secrecy and refers to the operations and activities of the branch being conducted in secret and under circumstances forbidding disclosure. The color gold symbolizes successful accomplishment of mission objectives. I am a soldier first, but an intelligence professional second to none. With pride in my heritage, but focused on the future, performing the first task of an army to find, know, and never lose the enemy. With a sense of urgency and of tenacity, professional and physical fitness, and above all, integrity. For in truth lies victory. Always at silent war, while ready for a shooting war. The silent warrior of the Army team. I hope that you have enjoyed my video on how I became an Army interrogator. Remember, this is a process I underwent to become an interrogator. With time comes change, so this process, I'm sure, has changed from the time I went through this process. For more videos like this, watch my channel. Thank you for watching, and as always, please share, like, and subscribe.